Now, here's a challenge for it right now. Can we start early, put pressure on them, and win the game late? I'm talking about blowout, complete domination. We came over here, it's been wars every year we came over here. Truth be told, man, not being cocky, they shouldn't be on the field with us. Today, let's prove that. Trenches on 3. Let's get it up. 1, 2, 3, trenches.
Well, it sounds like the Cowboys have a plan as they take the field here in Glendale, Arizona, looking for their 5th straight victory, all alone in first place in the NFC East for the first time this year. And the Arizona Cardinals, who have been playing well as the Cowboys have, having won 3 of their last 4. And we welcome you to what should be a pretty interesting matchup today. Dick Stockton along with John Lynch. And John, the Cowboys playing their best football of the season. And what must they bring into this game that carried them through this 4-game winning streak against the Cardinals today?
Well, I think they need to continue to take on the personality of their head coach, Jason Garrett. And that's a personality of toughness. If you have some adversity early, don't let that bother you. Keep playing. Find a way to win at the end of the game. Jason Garrett has been consistent with this message. His team's starting to play like that. Now, they've got some special players. Tony Romo at the quarterback position. DeMarcus Ware has been awesome on the defensive side. And DeMarco Murray has entered the picture and made this entire team better at the running back position.
Now, for the Cardinals, Kevin Cobb is going to start. He has missed 4 games with a turf toe injury. And the question is, for this team with a new quarterback, they have been playing well lately, and they seem to be getting it a little bit better now.
Well, they are getting it. They've got a young defense that's starting to play really well, led by defensive coordinator Ray Horton. Beanie Wells set a franchise record for rushing last week. It's starting to click. The quarterback position's what's key. It helps if Beanie runs, but Kevin Cobb, he better expect a lot of pressure because Rob Ryan, we sat with him yesterday. He said, I'm coming after him. We're trying to confuse him. Should be a fun matchup, Dick.
All right, and we're ready for it, as is the crowd. And a little while ago, Jennifer Hale caught up with the Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett.
All right, thanks, Dick. Coach, the Cowboys sit all alone atop the NFC East. What do you chalk this current win streak up to, and how do you pull that momentum through this game?
We're just focused on the challenge that we have today against Arizona. It'll be a great challenge for us in all 3 areas. We've got to play our best football.
Speaking of which, the last 2 times the Cowboys have come to Phoenix, the Cardinals have edged you in close battles. How do you make sure history doesn't repeat itself?
You really just have to play one play at a time. We've got to be our best in all 3 areas.
Coach Jason Garrett, thanks so much for your time and good luck today.
Have a great day.
Dick, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jennifer. And Ken Wisenhunt, who's seeing his team play at home after playing 3 games on the road, and the Cowboys will get the ball first. Felix Jones, who returned kicks for the first time last week, is back deep. And Jay Feely kicking off for the Cardinals. And the kick deep into the end zone, and the Cowboys will take it out on the 20-yard line. And coming out is Tony Romo, who has 10 touchdown passes in the last 4 games. The Cowboys have won it. We know how successful he's been in the month of November, but now the calendar turns to December, where he has been less than spectacular, and this is his first opportunity. First down at the 20. Handoff to DeMarco Murray. And a good gain on first down up the middle. Adrian Wilson making the tackle, picking up 7 yards. The Dallas Cowboys offense, and DeMarco Murray in the last 7 games has been the leading rusher in the NFL. Sean Chappis, just off the practice squad, starts at fullback.
And there's an offensive line that's been playing much better. Montre Holland really has been a steady force. We talk about DeMarco Murray. Montre Holland just as big as part of the picture to the Cowboys' success.
Second down and 3, and the pitch going to Murray off the left side, and he tries to edge his way to first down yardage and is close. Nick Eason making the tackle, the nose tackle for the Cardinals. Cardinals defense has played better in the last 4 games. Calais Campbell coming in with 5 sacks, and Sam Acho, the Dallas native, the rookie, playing outstanding at linebacker.
Yeah, he is, and Darrell Washington, probably the best player on this defense. He's all over the field. Patrick Peterson, we'll see him as a returner. He's really improving as a cornerback as well. He's lined up on Dez Bryant right about now.
Cowboys got the first down. And the whistle blows before the play gets underway. Walt Coleman is the referee today, and it appears to be a false start against Dallas.
False start, number 77, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Tyron Smith, the rookie from USC, who's been the starter at right tackle. And the 5-yard penalty is Jason Garrett. You talked about his personality, which is be patient and just take the one at a time, and that's worked for Dallas.
It has. Well, the other thing, we see the methodical Jason Garrett. This guy's a fighter. He's tough, and his team's playing like that.
1st and 15, and Ron Robinson comes out to the right. He's been very effective with Miles Austin out, and he's still out. And this pass is complete to Dez Bryant. Gets by the defender and gets first down yardage before he's pushed out of bounds in Cardinal territory. Rashad Johnson pushed him out of bounds after a gain of 24.
And Jason Garrett told us they're going to be focused on DeMarco Murray. They want to go one-on-one. We've got Dez Bryant outside. We like that matchup. Patrick Peterson, you got to tackle after the catch, but Dez Bryant, that's what he brings to the table. Run after the catch, yards after the catch. That bodes well for the Cowboys.
And he went out of bounds just shy of midfield, and here is DeMarco Murray getting outside. And finally ridden down by 3 Cardinals, first led by Darrell Washington, but Murray picks up 5.
And Dick, that's about what he does. He comes into this game averaging 5.7 yards per carry, the most in the NFL at the running back position. You watched the tape, Dick. We sat there and watched it, and you wonder how this guy lasts till the 3rd round. He's an excellent football player, and he's played well consistently since he's come in.
Hey, John, he was the 71st pick in the draft, but that's not so bad. You were number 72, right?
I was.
And look what you accomplished. 2nd down and 5. Tony Romo gets time and overthrows Dez Bryant, and it was Peterson covering him well down the field, bringing up 3rd down.
You see this right here. That's 8 guys in the box. That means one-on-ones outside. Jason Garrett told us they want to come with that. We're going to go to that one-on-one matchup outside every time. We want to chase them out of those 8-man fronts so we can get our run game going. It's a cat-and-mouse game, Dick, that's revealing itself early.
And, John, it looks like they want to see how much Peterson has improved as a cover corner. 3rd and 5. Felix Jones is now in the game at running back. And Romo out of the shotgun with a fake. And this pass thrown out of bounds, intended for Kevin Ogletree. So the Cardinals defense holds, and 4th down coming up, and Dallas will kick.
And anytime they punt, Dallas fans are going to be holding their breath, because one Patrick Peterson, who has 4 touchdown returns for touchdowns, 4 over 80 yards. It's an NFL record. This guy's special. This is where you want to punt if you're the Cowboys, though. Not much room for a return for Patrick Peterson here.
Matt McBriar will kick from the 45. And the fair catch signaled by Peterson on the 11-yard line. What a threat. Actually, perhaps the 2nd biggest scoring threat for the Cardinals, as Kevin Cobb making his first start since week number 8. And we want to welcome those who saw Tim Tebow do it again, leading the Denver Broncos to the win at Minnesota against the Vikings. Dick Stockton, along with John Lynch and Jennifer Hale. And you're looking at the offensive group for the Cardinals, and it'll be interesting to see how Cobb performs after 4 weeks of inaction, John.
It will, and we talked to him about his health. He's feeling good. He's not all the way there. Ken Wisenhunt told us that they're curious as to how he's going to respond as well.
Cardinals decked out all in red except for the helmet, starting from the 11. And here is Beanie Wells. And Beanie Wells, who gained 228 yards, a franchise record, stopped by Anthony Spencer. And there are the backs and receivers, and Larry Fitzgerald, who beats double teams, and that's all you hear from the Cowboys coaches.
And to beat double teams, you need good play from your offensive line, and this group has played better. Russ Grimm, their offensive line coach, is starting to impose his will on this group. You'll see even the counter tray. Group's playing a lot better than early in the season.
Counter tray, that's from eons ago with Russ Grimm.
It's the Hogs.
Right. And the Hogs, right. 2nd and 5. Cobb gets the ball into the hands of Andre Roberts, who bobbled it but held on and gets to the 20. He'll be a yard shy of the first down. DeMarcus Ware making the tackle. Let's take a look at the Dallas defense. Last year, giving up a lot of points in yardage. They cut that down. And, of course, the big man to watch is DeMarcus Ware, who leads the NFL with 14 sacks.
And Sean Lee, an excellent football player as well. Rob Ryan said the defensive coordinator on the field, and a welcome sight for Cowboys fans. Mike Jenkins back from his hamstring injury. He's going to be big against Larry Fitzgerald one-on-one outside.
Do they ever need him? They go to the running game to Beanie Wells, and the Cowboys stop Wells, and it was Jay Ratliff, the nose tackle. And when we started the game and we heard the plan by the Cowboys, it was Ratliff who was talking.
And Jay Ratliff said you got to win in the trenches. Well, he wins in the trenches right there. Rob Ryan told us last night this guy ruins everything for offenses. He's a great player at the nose tackle position for the Dallas Cowboys.
So now Dave Zastudil will be kicking, and Des Bryant, who now will become the primary punt returner and started that role last week, and runs up with a fair catch. A little contact made, and a flag goes down as Michael Adams made contact with Des Bryant, who called for the fair catch following the 48-yard punt by Zastudil.
See Michael Adams as we listen to Walt Coleman.
Fair catch interference, number 27 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
15-yard penalty, and putting Ken Wisenhunt in a disadvantage and complaining about that contact. Here is Ratliff wrapping up. Beanie Wells forcing the kick.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com.
And welcome back to Glendale, Arizona, and the roof is open here for only the 2nd time this year. Cardinals victorious the first time they had it open. Temperatures are in the 50s. Not exactly a balmy day here in the Southwest. First down and 10. And DeMarco Murray. And he gets slowed down by Darrell Washington, but he gets into Cardinal territory to the 49, picking up 7 yards.
You look at DeMarco Murray. The thing that makes him so special to me is his vision. He sees things very well, and then that burst, and then what surprised everybody, including Jason Garrett, is the power and the physicality that he runs with. This guy's the whole package.
And here is Felix Jones, who's come in the game, and Jones will get the first down to the 45. And right now for a game break, let's check in now with our old buddy Terry Bradshaw.
What do you say, Dick? 3rd play of the game. Eli Manning back, looking down the right side, finds his tight end Travis Beckham. Nice catch, goes to the inside, back to the outside, back to the inside. 67-yard touchdown, 7-0. It is Giants all over Green Bay early. Back to Dick Stockton and John Lynch.
Wow, John, what do you think of that one?
Terry or the Giants? Terry was pretty darn good.
I thought he was great. I thought he was great. First down, and Romo on the delay, hands off to Felix Jones. Jones, who was hurt, and DeMarco Murray, who has started now 6 straight games, but getting a chance. Jones not only is the kick returner, but to carry the ball, which he did not last week, gets 7 yards. So Dallas moving the ball on the ground early on against the Cardinals, who have been vulnerable against the rush.
We heard Jay Ratliff talk about winning it in the trenches. Right now, the Cowboys are clearly doing that, winning it up front, because it doesn't matter whether it's DeMarco Murray or Felix Jones. They're getting good yardage.
2nd down and 3. Jones stays in the game and gets the handoff. And there he's fighting for yardage and is about 2 yards short of another first down. Darnell Dockett making the play.
Darnell Dockett, what he's always been is a penetrating force. You can't see him here, but you'll see him in a second penetrate into the Cowboys backfield and make the play unblocked. Can't leave a player like that unblocked. Miscommunication on the Dallas Cowboys part.
So another short yardage situation, 3rd down and 1. Just about halfway through, a little more in this first quarter, no score. And here is Romo looking one way, tipped ball, and nearly intercepted by Richard Marshall. It was tipped by Calais Campbell. 4th down coming up.
You see Richard Marshall get his hands on it, but the plays made by Calais Campbell, we've seen him block kicks this year. He's been a force for these Arizona Cardinals, a guy who's unsigned, and they better think real strongly about re-signing him because he's been an excellent player for him this year.
4th down and 1, and the Cowboys are going to go for the first down. And there are a lot of Dallas fans here. Some of the Cowboy officials said as many as 40%. 4th down and 1. Romo in the air, incomplete, intended for Des Bryant. And let's see whether a timeout was called before the play, and apparently it was by the Cowboys.
Dallas.
So Dallas calls the timeout, and so they still have another play in their back pocket. Timeout, we'll be back.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Dan Bailey is on to try a field goal. It'll be about 53 yards. And looking for his 27th consecutive field goal, which would tie Cowboy assistant coach in that department. Here is the 53-yard attempt by Bailey, and he misses. So the streak ends at 26. Bailey earlier this year connected from 51 yards out. And so the Cardinals, John, will get the ball in good field position after that long miss when we come back.
Today's game is sponsored by Nissan. Innovation for today, innovation for tomorrow, innovation for all. By K Jewelers. Every kiss begins with K. And by Sprint. All football, no limits. Only from Sprint.
Cardinals were 3 and out on their first offensive foray, and Kevin Cobb taking over for John Skelton. There you see the streak ending for Dan Bailey at 26 straight field goals. And John Skelton, not picturesque, got the job done winning quarterback for 3 out of the 4 wins for the Cardinals lately.
Well, the name of the game is to win, but Ken Wisenhunt, while respecting what John Skelton did, said we need to be better at that position. They're hoping that Kevin Cobb could provide that for this team.
Starting from the 43. The Rod Stevens howling is the setback. Cobb looking to throw on first down, and the pass is caught by Andre Roberts, and a first down into Dallas territory at the 42, picking up 15.
Talked to Ken Wisenhunt. He said part of it is learning what Kevin does well. We didn't have the luxury of an offseason. Well, if you study Kevin Cobb, he's been in the West Coast system. Get back, get the ball out of your hands, throw it on time. Ken Wisenhunt adapting to his style. It was successful there.
First down now at the 42. Handoff to Stevens howling. Gets the first down. And almost broke the tackle of Gerald Sensabaugh. 16 yards for the backup running back for the Cardinals, who now move the ball to the 27.
Well, you've got to keep your leverage as a defensive player. Everything's going away, but Anthony Spencer sticks his head inside. Stevens Howlings with great vision. A great open field tackle by Sensabaugh, or Stevens Howlings scoring on that one. You got to do your responsibility. Anthony Spencer did it. Stevens Howling took advantage.
And now Beanie Wells is back in the tailback. First down. Cobb trying to get away from the pressure, and down he goes, and it was Jay Ratliff, the nose tackle, getting the first sack of the game for the Dallas Cowboys. A loss of only one, however.
I don't know a whole lot, Dick, but I know that Jay Ratliff right there asking Beanie Wells, your running back, to block a nose tackle. That's not a good matchup. And Jay Ratliff says, I take this every time, and delivers with the sack.
We saw Reggie Bush trying to block Ware on Thanksgiving Day to no avail either. Second down and 11. Here's Beanie Wells charging up the middle. And a second effort will earn him yardage to the 25, picking up 3 as we approach 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. And that will be third down and long. Rob Ryan, who coached with the Arizona Cardinals under his father, Buddy Ryan. He looks a little different now than he did then, and we will show you why in a little bit. Third down and 8 coming up. And finally, the penalty, false start. Cardinals.
False start. Number 11, offense.
So third down and long just became third and longer as Larry Fitzgerald jumped.
Larry Fitzgerald lined up on Mike Jenkins. Wasn't much.
No. A flinch.
A flinch. And Larry Fitzgerald, I think that's maybe the one time we'll talk about him not in a positive manner today.
I'm sure.
If that's all you do bad, you're pretty darn good, Larry.
So there you see the Cardinals next to last in third down conversions. And they need 13 here. Pressure put on Cobb. Throws it, and the pass is incomplete, trying to get it to Rob Hausler, the tight end. And fourth down coming up. Hausler, who has missed the last 4 games with a groin injury, known more for his blocking. And now fourth down coming up, and Jay Feely will enter. And he'll try a field goal to try to give Arizona the lead.
A real nice job of Kevin Cobb of stepping up in the pocket. Everything looked great. He just misfired on the throw. Had Hausler open across the middle and misfired, possibly the rust of being out for 4 weeks.
48-yard field goal attempt by Jay Feely, and it's good. Arizona Cardinals take a 3-0 lead.
Dick, field goals are good. Touchdowns are better. Kevin Cobb knows that. Frustrated with himself.
The Cardinals lead 3-0 over the Cowboys with 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Dallas has lost here the last 2 times they have played, and it seems that the Cardinals always play the Cowboys tough here going back several years. There's the scoring drive. Jay Feely, who put the Cardinals in front, kicking off to Felix Jones. He'll run this one out from about 6 yards in. Felix Jones still on his feet. And a terrific kick return by Jones. Richard Marshall finally caught up with him after a 69-yard kickoff return.
Well, Dick, I spoke to special teams coordinator Joe DeCamillis on the field before the game, and he said everyone's talking about Patrick Peterson and he's special, but we got the guys we want back there right now, and Felix Jones on kicks and Des Bryant on punts. And you see why they're so excited. Felix Jones, great running, great blocking. Advantage Cowboys.
And the Cowboys now on the 35 of Arizona. First down. They've been running the ball most of the time, and this time no chance for Romo, as a whole host of Cardinals, including Paris Lennon, came storming in virtually untouched, and a loss of 7.
Paris Lennon times up his blitz about as good as you possibly can. You see, as the ball snapped, he's right there. DeMarco Murray tries to get him, but he's timed his blitz so well he didn't have an opportunity. Nice job by Paris Lennon.
And it moves the Cowboys back to the 42 of the Cardinals. Second down and 17. Hand off to Murray. And Murray is Tackled up the middle by Adrian Wilson, the strong safety, getting about 6.5 yards. So what a splash has DeMarco Murray made on the season, and it shows with the Cowboys' one-loss record and everywhere else.
And we were there for the first one. He didn't start it, but he set the Cowboys franchise record against the St. Louis Rams, and that's when he really announced his presence to the NFL with 253 yards. It was a sight to be seen, and this guy's a good football player.
He's on the sidelines now as Felix Jones takes over as a protector, and the pass out to the right to Des Bryant, and it's Patrick Peterson alertly making the play. So Peterson all over Des Bryant.
Well, this is a good third down defense. The Arizona Cardinals, 5th in the league. Why? Because they tackle well in the open field. Ray Horton does a great job of dialing up different schemes. But Patrick Peterson, that's part of the reason they're so excited about him, not only as a returner, but as a cornerback. They feel like he can be special, and I agree with him.
So Peterson makes the tackle, now goes back to return the punt from Matt McBriar. Good rush put on by Arizona, and a kick that bounces on the 5 and is downed just shy of the 10-yard line by Alex Albright. So the Cardinals do a good job of stopping the Cowboys in their own zone, but they have a long way to go here. Arizona Cardinals' first possession started from the 11, and after the missed field goal by Bailey, the 43, where they got their 3 points, now they begin from the 10. Sean Lismore is the nose tackle with Marcus Spears and Clifton Geathers the ends. So 3 new faces up front for the Cowboys. Kevin Cobb with play action under problems, under stress, and they're going to call this a catch at the 16 by Beanie Wells. Good pressure by Lismore, who just came in the game.
And usually when there's pressure for the Cowboys, it starts with that guy right there, DeMarcus Ware. He's tough to block. Jeremy Bridges finds out right there. Cobb does a nice job of eluding him, eluding Lismore, and getting the ball to Beanie Wells for a positive gain.
Second down coming up, and 3.
You can't go, you got to come.
Beanie Wells, maybe a yard, and that's all. And right now, let's get down on the field and talk to Jennifer Hale. Jennifer.
Well, Dick, I spoke with Kevin Cobb during warm-ups today, and he says he's feeling great, not expecting that right foot to give him any issues. The turf toe is still bothering him, but he says it's so well wrapped and taped, he's feeling no pain. He is, however, wearing a larger shoe. He had to go up an entire cleat size to accommodate all that tape, Dick.
All right, Jennifer. He said he was sore after practice on Thursday, but he's glad to be back in action. The pride of Stephenville High School in Stephenville, Texas, small town. He's given that town a great bit of identity with an NFL quarterback. Stevens howling, in motion to the right. Cobb's pass thrown underneath to Rob Hausler, and Hausler has the first down, going to the tight end, picking up 10 yards. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. Jason Hatcher with some words for one of the Cardinals offensive linemen. And that is the end of the first quarter here in Glendale, Arizona, with the Cardinals leading the Cowboys 3-0. Fox NFL Sunday continues after these messages. And welcome back to Arizona. We start the second quarter. Dick Stockton along with John Lynch and Jennifer Hale. Cardinals getting a first down before the end of that first quarter. They'll have the ball at their 28. Kevin Cobb, who told us the other day that there's a lot of energy around the team now. Empty backfield on first down. Good protection. But the coverage was even better, and Sean Lismore comes in and gets Cobb, who had no chance to get the ball off. Will lose 6.
Well, defensive coordinator Rob Ryan said, we're going to try to confuse Kevin Kolb. He's been out for 4 weeks. A lot of movement by this Dallas defense. The coverage is good downfield. That allows List more time to get there. Rob Ryan, part of the reason he's bringing a lot of pressure, he said, these guys fired my whole family. They fired my dad, my brother. I had to go coach at junior college. He doesn't necessarily like the Arizona Cardinals.
No.
And he's going to show them today.
I think you're right. 2nd down and 16. Handoff to Beanie Wells. And Wells brings it out to the 25. We told you that, of course, he looked a little different. And here's Rob Ryan. And yesterday, John, we showed Rob this picture. And you recognize him? And he said what? No. Didn't want any part of that. And, of course, he told us and told everyone this week that he does have a desire to be a head coach, feels he's ready. He was the DB's coach back in 93 and 94 under the great Buddy Ryan. Meanwhile, 3rd down and 13 for Arizona. And Cobb will not get away. And Jason Hatcher comes in and gets the 3rd sack. And it seems that Rob Ryan's coverage has been the star so far of this first half defensively.
The coverage, and just look at all this movement. Look at everybody moving. So many moving parts. Hard to pick up. DeMarcus Ware coming from 8 yards. Just one-on-one by Jason Hatcher. Beats Jeremy Bridges. Good job. Good plan by Rob Ryan and the Dallas Cowboys. It's paying dividends.
So Zastudil will be punting from his 10. And Dez Bryant will let the ball fall, and it will go out of bounds at the 28-yard line. So the Cowboys delighted with their defensive showing. This is a big game for them. In first place all alone in the NFC East.
Today's game is sponsored by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. By Verizon, your holiday smartphone destination. And by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers.
Cowboys will have the ball first down, 3-0 in favor of the Cardinals, and A.J. Jefferson has replaced Richard Marshall at cornerback, teaming with Patrick Peterson in the secondary. First down on the 28 for the Cowboys. DeMarco Murray gets tripped up, and then just to make sure, the Cardinals jumped on him. Adrian Wilson in there as well. Loss of 4.
Well, that guy right there, Adrian Wilson, watch this football play. He's been doing it for years. This is big time. You take the fight to them in the backfield, you go right through the fullback, then go make the tackle. Adrian Wilson, a difference maker, playing the Troy Polamalu of this scheme that Ray Horton brought from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And you got to like him particularly, right?
I love him. Have for a long time.
2nd down and 13. And Romo going deep. And it's caught by LaRon Robinson, beating A.J. Jefferson, who just came in for Marshall, 36 yards to the 39 of the Cardinals.
Well, talking to Tony Romo yesterday about LaRon Robinson, he said, John, he just has a knack for being in the right place at the right time. He's a great route runner, and when you throw the ball to him, he comes down with it. Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys loving his contribution. 7 touchdowns in the last 5 games. 1 in 5 straight for LaRon Robinson. He's produced.
And Johnny just had 4 in his entire 3-year career before that string. So he has emerged. First down for Dallas. Romo getting time, and this pass incomplete, intended for Jason Witten, the tight end. So 2nd down coming up from the 39, but LaRon Robinson has been brilliant, stepping in for the injured Miles Austin, who is missing his 4th game today with a hamstring injury.
And Dick, I think part of the reason that they have the luxury of maybe sitting Miles Austin for another week is because he's played so well. They want Miles Austin, when he comes back, to be 100%. You see so many receivers come back with a hamstring issue. They tweak it again. They want him healthy for this playoff run.
2nd down and 10. Here's Murray, and he's going to be stopped behind the line. Calais Campbell got terrific penetration, and they'll lose 3 on that play. This is an aroused Cardinal defense we're seeing in the first half.
An aroused defense and an aroused Calais Campbell. Running right through Doug Free. Gets in the backfield. DeMarco Murray doesn't have a chance. Arizona, go ahead, sign that man. Pay him. He's playing at a high level.
You think the GM's listening?
I hope so.
Yeah, why not? 3rd down and 13. Romo is 3 for 7 for 61 yards. Here's the pressure. Romo trying to get away and can't. Darnell Dockett gets him. And they move the Cowboys well out of field goal range, a loss of 11. So the Cardinal defense throw the Cowboys for a loss of 14 yards the last 2 plays.
Well, you see the coverage by A.J. Jefferson on Dez Bryant. No one open. Darrell Washington on Jason Witten. That gives Darnell Dockett time to get there, and he delivers with the sack on Tony Romo.
That brings up Matt McBriar punting, and Patrick Peterson, and the Cowboys won't want no part of Peterson bringing it back. And a 50-yard punt. They're standing at the 3. We'll be back. This February, NASCAR's best will converge at the Daytona International Speedway for NASCAR's biggest race as defending Sprint Cup Series champion Tony Stewart and rookie Danica Patrick highlight a full field of drivers looking to take home auto racing's ultimate prize. Fox Sports is proud to bring you exclusive coverage of the Great American Race with the 54th running of the Daytona 500 on February 26th. So that punt by McBriar went out of bounds at the 3, so another shadow of the goal line start for the Cardinals. Handoff to Beanie Wells, but the Cowboys, Sean Lee gets to him. No gain, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Sean Lee's an outstanding football player. Rob Ryan can't say enough. Again, run through the block. You got a cast on your left hand, doesn't matter. Go make the play. Hold on to that right foot. This guy has really announced his presence in the National Football League as one of the better linebackers in football. And the Cowboys are sure happy for it.
Special player and the quarterback of that defense. 2nd down and 10. Cobb in the end zone and going deep, taking a shot here to Larry Fitzgerald. And he got one hand on it as Mike Jenkins back in the secondary for the Cowboys today defending him.
Well, Dick, we were just talking during the break. We said Larry Fitzgerald's been quiet. The reason Mike Jenkins is doing an outstanding job. Mike Jenkins provides the Dallas Cowboys with something they don't have otherwise, and that's size at the corner to match up, or at least attempt to match up with a guy like Larry Fitzgerald. They've dearly missed him, and they're happy to have him back.
Fitzgerald lining up to the left on 3rd and 10.
There you go.
Cobb incomplete for early Doucette. 4th down coming up, and for a game break, let's get back to number 12.
All right, Dick Stockton with the New York Giants up 10-7. Eli Manning play action. Moving out of the pocket, fires Clay Matthews, says, thank you very much. Interception return, 38 yards for a touchdown. Green Bay Packers 14-10 own the New York Giants. Back to Dick Stockton and NFL future Hall of Famer John Lynch.
And that is absolutely true and accurate, Terry. Doing a great job on the highlights as Dave Zastudil from the end zone punting. Dez Bryant is down, loses the ball as a flag is thrown as well. And Bryant, tackled by Michael Adams at midfield, lost the ball briefly, and then a flag has been thrown. The Cardinals, 3 of their first 4 possessions have been from inside the 15-yard line, but have that 3-0 lead.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 32, on the return team. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
That's Orlando Scandrick.
With the trifecta for Michael Adams. He makes the tackle, causes the penalty, and causes a fumble on top of it.
Today's game is sponsored by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers.
I think I saw that guy at the Olympics in a speed skating event representing his country, the Dallas Cowboys. It's not that chilly here. First down and 10 at the 38 of Dallas. Romo flips it out and is caught by John Phillips, and he gets close to 9 yards on the play. Phillips, the tight end who's been used as a fullback with Tony Fiametta out of action, getting 9 yards, and Sean Chappis started today at that fullback spot.
You know, Tony Romo, being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, tough duty. Everyone scrutinizes you, but this guy's a special player. He stands in there tough, and the touch on that ball, some of the subtleties of his play, looking off people, touch passes like that. This guy's as good as it gets at the quarterback position.
DeMarco Murray. And no gain on the play. Sam Acho, the Dallas native and the 4th round pick out of the University of Texas. And you talk about Tony Romo and trying to get into the playoffs and win a division in big company here.
I said as good as it gets. Well, Aaron Rodgers is clearly as good as it gets right now. But so often you talk about the elite quarterbacks and you don't talk about Tony Romo. Yet year after year he puts up great numbers. Now, what he's measured against is Troy Aikman, Roger Staubach. He's going to have to win a championship, and then people will finally consider him an elite quarterback, which I feel like he plays at.
First down on the Cowboy 48. Play action, and the pass out to the right to LaRon Robinson. And Robinson gets 5 on first down as we have nearly 8 minutes remaining in the first half.
Dick, you get the feeling with this Arizona Cardinals defense, they're getting better every week, and this is a young group. It's a tough group. It's a stingy defense. It's hard to move the football. The Dallas Cowboys, you're talking about the 6th rated offense in the National Football League, and every yard's tough right now.
The defensive improvement, and Patrick Peterson was telling us the other day, you've got to win the one-on-one battles, and it goes back to what they started in preseason. Second down and 5. Here's Romo, and pass is caught by Kevin Ogletree, and that'll be a first down. Marshall, who is back in the game, making the play, and DeMarco Murray picking up the blitz effectively in the backfield.
Well, Jason Garrett talked about it. They're going to put 8 men in the box. We got to chase them out of that. We'll throw the football to our one-on-ones outside. Good pickup by DeMarco Murray. Accurate throw by Tony Romo. Ogletree brings it in.
Romo now 6 of 10 for 86 yards. First down on the Cardinal 36. On the sprint out, Lennon chasing and incomplete to Des Bryant. And there you see Rashad Johnson, who's starting again for Kerry Rhodes at free safety.
Really good play by Rashad Johnson. Comes in there, goes after the football, goes at it with his hands, heavy-handed, gets it right out of there. Des Bryant, a strong guy. Nice play by Rashad Johnson.
Both teams playing extremely physically on defense in this first half. Second down and 10 from the 36. Again, Romo with time and going underneath to Ogletree. And Ogletree makes the catch at the 32. Still about 5 or so yards shy of the first down. And third down coming up for Dallas. And there you see LaRon Robinson, who is being escorted into the locker room. But he is running. So not sure of what the problem is with Robinson. Meanwhile, it'll be third down and 6. Cowboys looking to convert for the first time today on third down. Here they come. Romo's touch pass, and Felix Jones, not sure if he saw the ball coming his way. Adrian Wilson with the safety blitz
Tony Romo finds the matchup he wants. We've got a one-on-one with Felix Jones on Stuart Bradley. He has him beat. Felix Jones never sees that football, never located the football. If he does, it's a touchdown.
Wasn't even close. Talk about miscommunication. So Dan Bailey, who missed the 53-yarder, ending a streak of 26 consecutive field goals, will try this from 50 to tie the game. And Dan Bailey's kick is good, and the Cowboys tie the score with 5:50 remaining in the first half in what has been a defensive struggle in the first half here in Arizona. Cowboys at 7-4, Cardinals at 4-7. They always have quite a skirmish here. This successful field goal by Bailey hit the right upright and took the right spin. Let's hear it. .3-3 to score, and Bailey will be kicking off to LaRod Stevens Howling. And there it goes. Running it out is Stevens Howling. And a good special teams play by the Cowboys' Danny McCray. And coverage, tackle made at the 12. Well, Fox Sports is proud to support the Armed Forces Foundation, who offers vital assistance to service members and their families. Through financial, recreational, and emotional support, the AFF provides better care and treatment for our military. So please support America's heroes by serving those who serve. For more information, please visit armedforcesfoundation.org. So once again, the Cardinals, for the fourth time in 5 possessions, their average starting position has been the 16. Is Beanie Wells. And Wells has not been able to get on track. Anthony Spencer, no gain on first down.
The Dallas Cowboys, they knew they had their work cut out for them with Beanie Wells having set a franchise record 228 yards last week. You hear people talk about setting the edge. They're setting the edge. You defeat your blocker, you don't let him outside you, and you wait for your posse. Great job by Anthony Spencer.
Wells with 7 carries, 11 yards. That's under 2 yards a carry, unlike him. But credit the Dallas defense. Second down and 11. Pressure on Cobb, and he's going to go down. They'll mark it at about the 2, and DeMarcus Ware. A loss of 10 yards, and Ware, with his 15th sack of the season.
We talked about it in the open. Rob Ryan said we want to confuse Kevin Cobb. Mission accomplished thus far. You give DeMarcus Ware that much time, he'll get there. Kevin Cobb having trouble finding open receivers downfield. When they have been open, he's missed them. This defensive plan dialed up by Rob Ryan is in the head of Kevin Cobb right now.
And Ware now one of only 6 players in NFL history with 3 years of 15 or more sacks. And from his end zone on 3rd down and 21, and trying to thread the needle, no catch too early. Doucette, and 4th down coming up as Scandrick and Walker put him in a sandwich, and Rob Ryan has to like his defense in the first half, John.
Absolutely, and this is, now all of a sudden we talk about Patrick Peterson, but don't forget about Des Bryant. This guy's a dynamic punt returner. You're backed up. He's going to get a returnable punt. This is dangerous for the Arizona Cardinals.
20-yard return set up the offense in the final 3 minutes in the win over Miami on Thanksgiving Day, and Zastudil with not much margin with the punt. And at the 48 of the Cardinals, here's Des Bryant. Tough to bring down, and he gets inside the 35 before Sean Considine slows him down. And an injured Cardinal down on the 45. But right now, let's go down to Jennifer Hale.
Well, Dick, getting back to the Cowboys, LaRon Robinson, it's his right shoulder. They brought him into the locker room to remove his pads to further evaluate him. This is a player who's been plagued with injuries his entire pro career. I was talking to him yesterday about how he's taking precautions with his body. He says lots of laser therapy and a specific routine every day of dipping into a cold tub then a hot tub 3 times before practice. I'll let you know as soon as we have more on Robinson. Dick?
All right, thank you very much, Jennifer. Very big cog lately for this Dallas offense. Reggie Walker, Cardinal linebacker, is the injured player, and he has come off the field.
Well, all that laser therapy, the cold tubs, hot tubs, they aren't going to help right now, and that's a big loss for him. Darnell Dockett, we saw, came down on that right shoulder, and with Miles Austin already out of the game, that's a tough loss for the Dallas Cowboys.
So they're thin at the wide receiver spot and thin at fullback as well. There is Dockett, first down. Cowboys on the 33. Romo with the out, and it's ruled incomplete as Des Bryant, defended by Patrick Peterson, who wrestled him away, and incomplete on that one.
Well, this is why you keep playing. This looks like a completion for Des Bryant and the Dallas Cowboys, but outstanding effort by Patrick Peterson, fighting for the ball, stripping it out with that left hand. That's good cornerback play by Patrick Peterson.
Is he ever a winner? And he is, with his punt return exploits, the NFC Special Teams Player of the Month. And a timeout is called by the Cardinals. It is their first timeout with just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. We've talked about Miles Austin inactive. John Kitna, who has been out with the back injury, probably next week as well, and Tony Fiametta, who's been ill. Those are the three key inactives for Dallas today.
Yeah, and Miles Austin, obviously the best receiver for these Dallas Cowboys. That's a big loss. Kitna could be. I mean, this is a team that looked into acquiring Kyle Orton because they were nervous if something happened to Tony and Kitna's back being bad. But Fiametta may be the biggest. There's Stephen McKee in the second-year quarterback, but Fiametta, the fullback, may be the biggest loss because DeMarco Murray's still been good, but he hadn't been the same guy with Fiametta out. He's a hammer at the fullback position, and they missed that with him out.
You're right. With the Cowboys, you need that fullback, the lead blocker for the tailback. That's their system. Second down and 10. Romo caught in stride by Jason Witten, and he is upended around the 5-yard line by the free safety Rashad Johnson, number 49. A 28-yard gain, and Dallas will have first and goal.
A real nice job. Watch John Phillips right here, the fullback slash tight end. Good job giving Romo the time for Jason Witten to get across the field. We call that a cross-country route. Great accuracy by Tony Romo to Jason Witten, who's been so good for so long.
And there's LaRon Robinson coming back on the field. That was the first catch by Witten. First and goal, play action pass up the middle. Touchdown, Des Bryant. Seventh touchdown catch of the year for Des Bryant, and Tony Romo puts the Cowboys in front for the first time today.
Well, we talk about DeMarco Murray making this football team a better team. Well, if you go with play action, those are the type of windows you have wide open. They respect the run so much. Everybody sells out to stop it. Darrell Washington sucked up. That's easy pickings for Tony Romo and Des Bryant.
5-yard pass and the extra point by Bailey, and the Cowboys take a 10-3 lead over the Cardinals, and the 28-yard pass from Romo to Witten set up the Dallas touchdown. Well, Fox tomorrow, it's country music's biggest event of the year, with performances by country's biggest stars. Trace Atkins and Kristen Chenoweth host the American Country Awards live tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on Fox. So Tony Romo, and we talk about the December month, which has never been kind to Tony Romo as a quarterback, and looking to finally cash through there.
Maybe it just got better. You know, this is a guy, and like I said, when you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to be held to a high standard, and he embraces that. He likes it. He handles it really well. But until he goes ahead and wins one of those, maybe 2 of them or 3 of them, like our colleague Troy Aikman, that's who he's going to be measured against. And Tony Romo understands that.
Well, the Cowboys, first things first, trying to win their 5th in a row. And they haven't done that since 2007. As Bailey kicking off to Stevens howling deep in the end zone. And the Cardinals will take it out on the 20-yard line. I think the point you made at the top of the game, John, really is very important, because you said, can Kevin Kolb do the job? We know what Romo can do for Dallas. Cardinal defense has been pretty good. Can Kolb get it done?
And thus far he hasn't. You got to get Larry Fitzgerald involved in this game, and I think the way you do that, you establish your run game with Beanie Wells. That pulls those safeties that are double teaming them up, and then you got your one-on-one you like. And the Dallas Cowboys, we're seeing what they've done so well of late. Some adversity early on. They weren't moving the ball, but they keep playing. They take on their coach's personality, and good things start to happen.
And Wells hasn't been able to get on track. Has 11 yards on 7 carries. Chester Taylor is in at running back, and here's Kolb, completes to Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald tried for another chance, lost his footing, and will have to take an 8.5-yard gain. Cardinals with the hurry up, trying to get into a good tempo here offensively. Total yards, big edge, and early Doucette. Late on the game, Frank Walker and Anthony Spencer combined to make the play, and we'll have a loss of 4. And we'll have a timeout called by the Cowboys, their second.
Please reset the clock.
And Doucette looks like he's shaken up a bit.
He does, and I like that by Jason Garrett. He's in attack mode right now. We got a touchdown, we've got a lead, but I want to buy my offensive time. I think we can stop them on this 3rd down. I want to buy my offense time to go get more points before the half. Good aggressive move by Jason Garrett, particularly if they can stop him on this 3rd down.
Garrett took over last year from Wade Phillips. The team was 1-7 at the time, and they finished 6-10 on the year. And you're always in a major spotlight when you're the head coach at Dallas. But you're right about Jason Garrett. He's a fighter, but very calm at that, and poised and smart. Kolb. Pass is caught, and a good tackle there by Danny McCray on early Doucette, who apparently recovered from what ailed him, and he winds up about a half a yard short of the 1st down, bringing up a kicking situation.
This is good defense. They're going to double Larry Fitzgerald with Sensabaugh and Jenkins, and Danny McCray with a very good open field tackle to get down Doucette prior to the line to gain. Good tackling, good defense by the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, John, they saved the 1st down there, or McCray did, and now Des Bryant goes back deep as Dave Zastudil will be punting. But first, we will have a stoppage of play with our 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the 1st half here in Arizona. The visiting Cowboys are up 10-3. Total yardage story, and when John Lynch says the Cardinals need more production than Kevin Kolb, he's not kidding. 23 passing yards so far. Meanwhile, 105 for Romo and the Cowboys as Zastudil punts to Des Bryant, and it will go out of bounds. And right now, let's check in on what's going on out in L.A.
Hello, folks. Terry Bradshaw here, the Visa Halftime Report. Exciting week 13 of the National Football League. Tim Tebow show continues on another comeback victory. Denver beats the Minnesota Vikings. T.J. Yates, the rookie quarterback, in his Texan debut. They win. That's all coming up on the Visa Halftime Report.
You know, I expect to see Terry Bradshaw at the political conventions. You know, he looks so much the reporter and anchor man. And unless Kurt Menefee says, hey, that's my job. Cowboys have 1 timeout remaining. And a 1st down on the 21 of Dallas. Romo's been hot. Incomplete. Ogletree covered downfield by Michael Adams.
Dick, a good sight for Cowboys. LaRon Robinson back on the field.
Had the right shoulder injury, as Jennifer reported.
Patrick Peterson doing a nice job blanketing Slips there, gets up a little slow, but he's all right. Back up and playing.
As is Laurent Robinson with that right shoulder problem. Well enough to come back in, so it's 2nd down and 10. Felix Jones is in the backfield, and he gets the handoff from Romo. And it takes Richard Marshall and Paris Lennon to bring him down after picking up 8.
Now the interesting thing here, we saw Jason Garrett call a timeout to preserve some time for his offense. We're not seeing that out of Ken Wisenhunt. And that may come back to bite him. Maybe he doesn't have the confidence that his offense can go down and score and just wants to get to half.
You're right, John. Normally this would be a timeout situation for the defense. 3rd down and 2. Hand off to Jones. He's got the 1st down, and maybe that's why he didn't call the timeout on 3rd and short, because that would have given the Cowboys more time. Clock continues to run under a minute after the 4-yard gain by Jones.
And the big deal there, too, if you're Arizona, not only if you stop them there, you also got an opportunity for Patrick Peterson to return the football. Cowboys erase that.
And coming out of the backfield is Felix Jones as a receiver. And now the timeout called by the Cowboys. The pass was caught just at the 40-yard line. So that is the 3rd and final timeout for Jason Garrett's Cowboys with 36 seconds left in the half.
We've seen Bailey make one from 50, miss one from 53. So we know he's got that range in him.
Dan Bailey didn't get the 27th consecutive field goal. Dallas dominating the numbers, leading by 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. No timeouts left for the Cowboys. Cardinals have 2 left. Romo being chased out and completes it to Witten. And Witten is a run out of bounds by Sam Acho. Gets to the 45.
Dick, we were talking to Tony Romo. We talked about Jason Witten's football IQ. Watch the end of this play. Some players just don't understand. They get down. He fights to get out of bounds, stops the clock. You don't have any timeouts. That's what smart football players do, and that's why this guy, he's just so good. Romo said he's like Albert Pujols. Everyone expects him to hit 330, so we stopped talking about him, but he continues to play at an all-pro level year in, year out.
What a luxury for Tony Romo to have Jason Witten, more than just a safety valve for sure. 1st down, good pressure up the middle, and this pass incomplete. Trying to get it to Des Bryant, who had a play on the ball, couldn't make the catch. Clock stops with 23 ticks.
We saw Peterson slip last time he was covering Des Bryant. Now Des Bryant cutting off the wrong foot. You cut off that inside foot and you'll go down every time.
You know, Bryant slipped a little bit. It looked like had he hadn't slipped, he would have been able to make the catch. So you wonder about the footing there.
We saw Felix Jones slip just a couple plays ago. I was down on the field before. It is a little slick down there.
But you never slipped once. I noticed that.
Never.
2nd down and 10. Not that I saw anyway. Here's Romo stepping up under pressure, and down he goes. Calais Campbell. And what a year he's had, and we haven't even begun to talk about his blocks of field goal tries. That's the 3rd sack of the game by the Cardinals, and a loss of 7. Well, the Cardinals have 3 sacks and the Cowboys have 4, and time is going to run out. And Dallas, after trailing 3-0, will take a touchdown lead. Halftime with the score 10-3 in favor of Dallas. We now go to Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles for the Visa halftime, which starts now. Cowboys taking the lead with 3 minutes to go in the half, taking a 10-3 lead over the Cardinals as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. And of course, Kevin Cobb and that offense, 49 yards total yards thus far. How can Cobb and the passing offense get going?
Well, if I'm Ken Wisenhunt, I'm giving Kevin Cobb what he's comfortable with, and that's the quick passing game. You got to find a way to get Larry Fitzgerald involved in this game. One catch for 9 yards, that's not going to cut it. Get him some quick throws, let him break tackles like we've seen him do so often. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Patrick Peterson, who has played offense, on offense, trying to get a spark. They need some explosion plays. Dallas, you got to just keep doing what you're doing. Dallas has been good. They can be even better. And look for DeMarco Murray to really get going in this second half.
They ought to listen to you, John, because you were the guy in that loss to Detroit for Denver that said they have to run plays that Tim Tebow is comfortable with, and from that moment on they have done that, and he has responded in a big way. And a lot of people may not know, but I do, that you were the one that first said it. And what a turnaround the Broncos and Tebow have had since.
Oh, he's been awesome. He's been awesome. Another win today.
Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to itunes.com/NFL. Dan Bailey will be kicking off, and LaRod Stevens-Howling is back for the Cardinals.
And Dick, this may be their best chance to get some offense, as well as Patrick Peterson, so explosive in the punt return game. Stevens-Howling, he's a game breaker as the kick returner as well.
And let's not forget Beanie Wells, who really hasn't gotten anything going, and Stevens-Howling running it out and crosses the 20 and to the 21 as we check in with Jennifer Hayes.
Well, Dick, I asked Coach Ken Wisenhunt about Cobb's lack of offensive production, and he said, he just really needs to find a rhythm. He does not believe the Cowboys defense is getting to him. He does believe the Cards can help Cobb out by getting that running game going. Jason Garrett says he does think his defense is getting to Cobb, and he's extremely proud of their effort. As far as Patrick Peterson, definitely look for him to get some offensive action. Wisenhunt says he will be using him that way this second half, possibly the form of some bubble screens. Dick?
All right, good report, Jennifer. 1st and 10 at the 21. Play action. Cobb. And the pass is caught by Larry Fitzgerald. Terrence Newman was on the coverage that time, and the Cardinals get 14 yards on the first play from scrimmage in the second half.
And possibly a little look into how they're going to get Larry Fitzgerald involved. You roll Kevin Cobb out. That's the first we've seen of that. You get the ball to Larry Fitzgerald. Good adjustments by Ken Wisenhunt and the Arizona Cardinals.
First down at the 35. They go to Wells here, and Wells, not bad, getting about 4 yards on first down.
You said not bad. You're right. I mean, that's a positive gain. 4 yards on first down. The pile was moving. I know Russ Grimm very well. I know how he played. I know how he coaches. He gave his offensive lineman an earful in at halftime because they were getting whooped in the first half, and right there, that's a good sign. Surge was going in the Cowboys' direction, not backwards.
2nd down and 6. Beanie Wells, first down, and a flag is thrown. Keith Brooking, no penalty marker down, and a first step. Well, I'm picking that up. I'm going to pick it up. 9-yard gain to the 47. There's Russ Grimm, one of the hogs, as John mentioned earlier. As Rob Ryan says, Russ Grimm is an O-line friendly coach. Cobb's pass caught. Fitzgerald into Cowboy territory to the 34. And they got the rhythm going now, and kind of the way you talked about. 18 on this play.
Rhythm, the key word. Get Kevin Cobb back there. Quick timing throws. Let Larry Fitzgerald use that big body. Nice accurate throw by Kevin Cobb. He's found his rhythm that they were looking for at halftime.
And I saw Jenkins slip a little bit in coverage there. That's been a problem today for both teams. First down on the 34 of the Cowboys. Andre Roberts in motion. And here's Beanie Wells. Good hole. And Wells. And it looks like whatever they talked about during intermission, the Cardinals come out in crisp fashion and a 7-yard gain. Abram Elam making the tackle.
Well, you've got to get Beanie Wells going. You just get him going downhill, good things will happen. Had not pulls, blocks out on Spencer. That's just a big gaping hole, and Beanie Wells runs hard for a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Cardinals marching on the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Beanie Wells. Well, check it. Larod Stevens howling, and not much there. Abram Elam, the starting strong safety for the Cowboys, left for Florida on Thursday as his father passed away, and Jerry Jones giving Abram Elam his private plane. His father, Donald Elam Sr., passing away, and condolences to the Elam family from all of us. And he returned the next day. Wells in the game, 1st down to the 22.
You got to like this rhythm that the Cardinals have established on this first drive. They played that entire first half backed up. Field position so key. Now they're in field range. Now you can take some shots at the end zone. Good stuff for the Arizona Cardinals. And Dick, just to follow up on what you said, condolences to Abe Elam, but also kudos to Jerry Jones. I mean, that's a lot of people say a lot of things about him. You can't ever say that this guy doesn't care passionately about his players. Things like that go a long way. The Dallas Cowboys are a family, and he demonstrated it this week.
No question about it. He's there, as Jason Garrett said, if you need him. Here is Cobb running inside the 10 for the 1st down. At the 5, 17-yard scamper for Kevin Cobb before Orlando Scandrick brings him down. And Rob Ryan's defense right now has a problem.
Kevin Cobb looks for Larry Fitzgerald. Mike Jenkins does a good job, so he says, what turf toe? I'm going to put my foot in the ground and I'm going to run. Gets positive yards. Like the looks of it for the Arizona Cardinals early in the 2nd half.
And a 1st and goal at the 5. Beanie Wells back in the game. And here is Wells trying to cut outside, and no room to run. He gets to the 4. Kenyon Coleman there to make the stop on Wells, who had 11 yards rushing at the half, and now 35 early here in this 3rd quarter. Total yards for Beanie Wells.
Kevin Cobb told us during the week, this part of the field where you've got to be alert for Gerald Sensabaugh, the safety for the Dallas Cowboys. All their combination coverages, this is where he's dangerous. Got to locate him.
Fitzgerald in the slot to the left on 2nd and goal. Cobb has time, drills it, and try to get it to early Doucette, and defended by Mike Jenkins. So now 3rd and goal from the 4.
Cobb back there looking for early Doucette. Sean Lee with that club on his left hand deflects the ball. Sean Lee, just like good football players with good instincts, always around the football.
And you know, I saw Fitzgerald, who was just over the goal line and had positioning there. So a very successful drive after 6 didn't measure up much for the Cardinals. 3rd and goal from the 4, and there's the quarterback draw, and Cobb will be stopped about a yard shy of the 1st down. They signaled touchdown, but he didn't get over. And it'll be 4th and goal, less than a yard, and it was Sean Lee along with Jason Hatcher, the left defensive end.
Well, when you play defense in this league long enough, you know they go empty down near the end zone, alert for the quarterback draw. But maybe that's not what the Cowboys are thinking this week, because Kevin Cobb's supposed to be hurt. But a nice job by the Cowboys of rallying. Ken Wisenhunt going for it on 4th down.
He has to. 4th and goal inside the 1. And a false start penalty at the worst time for the Cardinals.
Number 72 off the 5-yard penalty.
And it was Brandon Keith, the right tackle. So now Jay Feely will come on, and the Cardinals, with a critical penalty here, will have to settle for 3.
Just a critical penalty is right. You're going for it on 4th down. You've got, and there it was. Keith at the right tackle position. He actually didn't start today. Jeremy Bridges started in his place. Not a good way to get yourself back in the starting lineup.
A 23-yard attempt by Feely, and the kick is good, but this is a disappointing result for this drive by the Arizona Cardinals, who looked so sharp coming downfield. Try to push it over for the touchdown, didn't, and now trail by 4.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. By the Ford F-150, the only truck available with EcoBoost. By Rise of the Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray and DVD December 13th. And by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Felix Jones, who's returned 1 kickoff, but that for 69 yards, is back deep for the Cowboys as Jay Feely prepares to kick off. A 10-6 game, and the Cowboys did well to hold the Cardinals to a field goal. Here's Jones. And Jones brings it out to just past the 15-yard line. Early Doucette makes the tackle after the 17-yard return.
Well, the Cardinals looking for their next Kurt Warner. On the field with the leadership. Kevin Kolb drives him down, then goes try to inspire his teammates, talking to his defense, trying to get them going. Now it's Tony Romo's chance to match him.
From the 16, Romo completes it to Laron Robinson, who was tackled at the 20 by Richard Marshall. Marshall came out of the game briefly, replaced by A.J. Jefferson, but came back in, and a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
We've talked about the improvement of this Cardinals defense. You see a couple things. You see penetration, disruption up front, and you see good tackling from this defense. Another example of it there by Richard Marshall.
Good tackling despite bad footing. 2nd down and 6. Here's DeMarco Murray. And Murray will be about 3 yards short of the 1st down as Darrell Washington and Calais Campbell making the tackle. And Martellus Bennett, Cowboy tight end, out with a rib injury. Murray has gained 26 yards on 9 carries. So he's averaged just under 3 yards a rush, and Wells exactly 3 yards a rush. So we haven't seen any explosion from these 2 outstanding backs yet. 3rd and 2. Neither team has done well on 3rd down conversions. Cowboys don't need much, however, and Romo recovers and completes the pass to Des Bryant, and a 1st down out to the 34. It was Calais Campbell who came in and nearly got Romo, and he completed the pass for a gain of 10.
I asked Ken Wisenhunt, what impresses you most about Tony Romo? He said when things are tough, he's at his best. He extends plays, keeps his eyes downfield. Getting away from Calais Campbell, that's tough duty. He does it, then has the presence of mind to keep his eyes downfield, finds Des Bryant, delivers it accurately. Great play by Tony Romo.
And Johnny has a great feel for where people are.
He does. He does. He's been in this system for a long time, and it shows.
1st down at the 34. Fake the handoff to Murray, and Romo is going deep and kicked away by Peterson. Textbook play against Des Bryant by Patrick Peterson. Incomplete on this long bomb.
And just watch this play. This is beautiful. This is clinic tape at the cornerback position. Don't go for the early fake, and then you can't teach speed, and you can't teach presence of mind and ball skills. Patrick Peterson displays it all right there.
2nd down and 10. Little more than 6 minutes remain in this 3rd quarter. Romo has all day, and he completes to Jesse Holley. First time he's going to Holley, who makes the catch in Cardinal territory at the 48, and an 18-yard gain for the Cowboys.
Dick, you mentioned it right there all day. You give Tony Romo that much time, he'll eat you alive. And this offensive line's doing a nice job of doing that today.
Holly with his 6th catch, caught one earlier for 77 yards this year. Here is Murray going outside, and he's cut down by Patrick Peterson, who appears to be all over the field today. No gain, bringing up 2nd down and 10.
You know what I like about Patrick Peterson, talking to him this week, he said, listen, it's important to me. I want to be one of the best corners of all time. But he also said, I understand how far I have to go, how hard I have to work, and I'm willing to do it. And that work's paying dividends already for him.
Good head on his shoulders. Here comes pressure up the middle, picked up Romo. And Romo completes it to Jason Witten, and he'll get the 1st down. 1st down for the Cowboys, and it was Darrell Washington putting the pressure on, picked up by the Cowboys, and a pickup of 11. And there you see the Cowboys, who ran the ball early in the game, now have 13 more pass attempts than runs.
And I think what's happening, Jason Garrett saying, all right, if you're Arizona, you're making an all-out effort to stop the run. I'm not going to run into a brick wall. I'll throw it. Pick your poison, Arizona defense.
Now Felix Jones, tailback on 1st down at the 37. Good catch made by Sean Kappas. Sean Kappas, who was a 7th-round pick out of Georgia, who was signed from the practice squad this week for fullback work with Fiametta out of action, and gets close to the 1st down inside the 30.
And Kappas is a guy they're excited about. Jason Garrett said he's a true fullback. You don't find many of those anymore. With Fiametta out, they turn to Kappas and Phillips. Kappas makes him look good for bringing him up off the practice squad.
I would say this is the 9th play of the drive. 5 on the play clock. 2nd and 1. Jones, Felix Jones inside the 20. Rashad Johnson prevented further damage, and Jones gets 11 yards and a 1st down at the 17.
Watch these guys right here. I've told you how good DeMarco Murray is. Jason Witten gets 2. The entire left side of the line collapsed by the Dallas Cowboys. That's good blocking up front.
And DeMarco Murray comes back. Pressure on Romo, and down he goes. What a cat and mouse game, John. They were playing at the line of scrimmage, and it was O'Brien Schofield, number 50, who got to Romo, who loses 7.
You talk about the cat and mouse game. It was all-out pressure. Tony Romo had no chance right there, and Ray Horton was schooled by the best. Dick LeBeau in Pittsburgh for years, and Ray Horton, the former Dallas Cowboy player, dials up the right call there.
There is Horton, 2nd down and 17. Back on the 24. And finally, the Cowboys call a timeout. Their first of the 2nd half.
Dallas.
What a chess game going on in the line of scrimmage. We'll be back. Cowboys using their first timeout of the 2nd half. And now going to the line. 2nd down and 17. Romo, and he flips it out, and a good catch by John Phillips. But it gives Clark Higgins a chance to get to him, and maybe a yard at best on that one.
I circled Patrick Peterson and Dez Bryant because the Cardinals, it's clear they came out of halftime and they said, Patrick Peterson, your job is to shut down Dez Bryant. We're going to put you out there one-on-one, and he's answering the call right now. He's blanketing him in this 2nd half.
Now it's 3rd and 16. Bryant and Peterson move together to the right. Romo quickly to Witten. But the Cardinals are there. Tackle made at the 18 by Adrian Wilson. And you're right, John. The Cardinals have made their tackling stick today, all day. And a 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and a field goal try.
This is a good defense. Jason Garrett, the Dallas Cowboys are learning. This defense has improved week to week. A new system. They put their young players in there. They're responding.
Dan Bailey with a 37-yard attempt. First time he's tried one inside the 50. And this kick is good. And the Cowboys again have that 7-point lead to the delight of Jason Garrett. 13-6 with nearly a half a minute to go in the third. Get coverage of every NFL game with NFL Mobile. Call ** NFL now. Teams trading field goals here in this third quarter, and Larod Stevens howling with a chance to return this. And gets tripped up at the 21. Well, the Cardinals with an impressive drive. They only got the field goal, but Kevin Cobb with a solid drive the last time. What will he bring this time around? We'll be back.
Well, special team standout Danny McCray for the Dallas Cowboys. Kids, close your eyes. Not pretty, but fortunately he's up. He gets bent back there. Looks ugly. Good news, he's up and looks like he's going to be okay for the Cowboys.
Came off on his own power, saved a first down with a good tackle earlier in the game. 28 seconds to go in the third. First down at the 21. For Kevin Cobb, Beanie Wells. And Wells drags the defense out to the 26. And that could be the last play of this quarter, a 6-yard gain. And there is McCray being worked on the bench. And that will be the last play of a quarter in which each team had only one possession. They got field goals. The Cardinals went 73 yards for their 3, and the Cowboys 65 for their 3. That's the end of the third. We begin the fourth quarter. Dick Stockton, John Lynch, and Jennifer Hale. Cowboys leading 13-6, and DeMarcus Ware starts this quarter on the sideline. They've been holding on to his left arm, and Victor Butler, number 57, is in the lineup in his place.
And you don't rest DeMarcus Ware. You see them massaging his neck area. He's had some of those issues in the past. Anthony Spencer needs to emerge. He's been somewhat quiet. It's time for him to step his game up.
From the 27, second down and 4. Here's Cobb. He has sufficient time, and the pass is caught by Andre Roberts. And wrestled out of bounds by Terrence Newman. And a huge play will give the Cardinals a first down inside the Dallas 30-yard line. Pick up a 41.
You gotta like the adjustments at halftime that Ken Wisenhunt and these Arizona Cardinals make. There, he goes for a little shorter route, then turns it up the field, and Kevin Cobb hits him after he rolls to his right. Ken Wisenhunt and this Arizona offense clicking in the second half, and Rob Ryan says, DeMarcus, get back out there. We need you, buddy.
And he is. The ball is on the 33. They didn't get inside the 30, and here's Beanie Wells with the run, and Wells nearly slipped through for more. He gets 7 yards, and DeMarcus Ware making the tackle on the play. In the third quarter, the Cardinals with a 12-play drive that went 6 minutes and 40 seconds, John, and they had a 4th and 1 with a chance to get the tying touchdown, but a false start prevented that touchdown try.
And that hurt. That's one thing Ken Wisenhunt told us during the week. We have to be productive, and when I'm talking productive, I mean touchdowns in the red zone. It bit Miami last week. It cost them the game. We can't do that.
Second down and 3. Here comes the blitz from the secondary. Cobb on the run, and the pass is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was out of bounds, and Mike Jenkins on the coverage.
Now, incomplete pass, but what a great job by Kevin Cobb. Watch him look over his shoulder. He sees the pressure coming from Abe Elam. He says, I better roll to my right and delivers a really nice football. He's starting to play. He's starting to get some confidence, some rhythm, and you can see it in his play. Good call by the officials. 1 foot down for Larry Fitzgerald,
who has 3 catches for 41 yards. Longest reception 18. 3rd down and 3 in field goal range. Cardinals want more, and they may get more as Roberts shakes a tackler and gets close to the goal line, and they're going to rule out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Andre Roberts, who's been a big factor in this game, Elam prevented the touchdown, but a 22-yard pickup, 1st and goal.
Kevin Cobb throws the hot route. Andre Roberts, missed tackle by Mike Jenkins. Good running by Andre Roberts, a guy who's been emerging in this offense opposite of Larry Fitzgerald.
4 catches for 81 yards for Andre Roberts. 1st and goal at the 4. Beanie Wells with the carry, and Beanie Wells over for the touchdown. That is the 9th touchdown on the ground for Beanie Wells this year.
And a great job by that offensive line of the Arizona Cardinals, getting good push. And Beanie Wells keeping those legs driving. He runs through tackles on his way to the end zone. Good execution by this Arizona Cardinals offense. It's been a different unit here in the second half.
Boy, that's an understatement, because they went...
The previous play is under review.
73 yards. All touchdown plays have to be confirmed, and they are reviewing this. It's interesting, when Wells went over looking at the end zone replay, the official had to look to confirm before the signal was given, and now, of course, they're going to review it upstairs. And Walt Coleman will take a look at it, and will return early in this 4th in just a moment.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by the new 80-inch from Sharp, the leader in the largest LED TVs. By Subway Restaurants. Get your own Subway steak melt today. And by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
All right, now they're reviewing to see whether Beanie Wells went over for the touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Touchdown, as Wells got that right arm over, I guess, before his knee hit the ground, and so it is a touchdown for the Cardinals, and can tie it up on Jay Feely's conversion.
It's actually his left forearm that was under review, and it's where the ball was when that forearm hit the ground.
And the game is tied 13-13 early here in this 4th quarter. Beanie Wells, not explosive today, but he gets the big touchdown for Arizona. Here's a scoring drive, 6 plays, 79 yards, and the big play to Roberts, as Wells with his 9th touchdown rushing of the year. And I'll tell you, the Cardinal offense has come alive in this second half, John.
They sure have, and that's the will of their players, and it's the adjustments that their coaching staff made. It's boding well for them.
Felix Jones returning for the Cowboys. And he brings it out to the 17, where Reggie Walker makes the tackle.
Look at this touchdown. Beanie Wells keeping his feet going. You watch the left forearm, it goes down. But Walt Coleman sees that the ball was across the plane. And Beanie, Kevin Cobb, and this Arizona Cardinals team are excited. They're back in this thing. Tie ball game.
On the Cardinals gained 49 yards in the first half. Already have 157 here in the second half. 2 minutes going by in the 4th quarter, and a first down on the 17. Romo to the air. Caught by Des Bryant. And out of bounds at the 31, picking up 14.
Talked earlier about some of the subtleties of Tony Romo's game. Watch this. Adrian Wilson's going to drop back in zone coverage, and he's got to put the ball over Adrian Wilson's head. Great throw by Tony Romo.
Bryant has 5 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown today. Here's DeMarco Murray, and he gets tripped up as he crosses the 35, gets to the 37. Darrell Washington getting in on him, and a gain of 6.
This Arizona Cardinals defense has done a great job of keeping DeMarco Murray in check. This is something that other defenses haven't been able to do, keeping them to just 3 yards per carry. Very good job by this Arizona defense.
And you consider 761 yards in the last 6 games for Murray, and only 33 in this game. 2nd and 4, play action. And there's Romo. And Romo is down, and Des Bryant makes the catch, and Peterson the tackle. And a flag is down upfield as well at midfield. They get it to the 45-yard line, a gain of 8. Nick Eason, the nose tackle.
Illegal contact, number 24, defense. That penalty's declined. Play results in a first down.
Adrian Wilson, illegal contact, and they'll decline it, first down here.
This is one of the qualities I respect most of Tony Romo. He knows he's going to get hit by Nick Eason. He stands in there. This is a guy who had broken ribs earlier this year, and he's standing in there, taking one for the team, and delivers an accurate pass. Jason Garrett said a lot of guys can stand in there, but can you deliver the accurate pass? Tony Romo does.
And the handoff to Murray, who slipped before he got the handoff. It could have been disaster for the Cowboys, and they lose about 3.5 yards. And it took all of Murray's alertness to make sure he grabbed the ball. Second and 13 on the Cowboys 42. Play action on the stretch play, and they go the other way to John Phillips. And Phillips ridden away out of bounds by O'Brien Schofield, and Patrick Peterson did not get out of bounds, picking up 8 yards.
Really good job by Tony Romo. You're going to see good coverage by Peterson down the field on Ogletree. That's where Romo wants to go. So he decides to take it down and just can't go broke taking a profit, as my old teammate Brad Johnson used to say as a quarterback, and Tony Romo adheres to that philosophy.
Must have played the stock market a lot. I don't know how many profits people are taking now. 3rd down and 5. From midfield, here's Romo. Down he goes. Clark Higgins. And the 5th time today that Tony Romo has been sacked. And the Cardinals outplaying the Cowboys here in the second half and early, particularly in the 4th.
Well, this is where they've been their best on 3rd down. Just good coverage. They're going to get in a zone defense. Tony Romo's got no one to throw to. Jefferson squats. Good coverage downfield. Romo's got nowhere to go. And Clark Higgins finishes it off with a relentless rush.
And a loss of 6. And yes, they have a lot of Steelers trademark on this club, and a lot of what they do look like the Steelers at times. Flag is down, and the play is blown dead before it gets underway.
Full start, number 89. Offense, 5-yard
John
penalty.
Phillips.
Get a 4th down.
And you think that's not a critical penalty. That gives Patrick Peterson 5 more yards. This guy is the most explosive returner the league has seen since Devin Hester. 4 over 80 yards. This is going to be fun.
And he told us he has a plan. He wants to peek at the last minute, doesn't he?
Well, he does a lot of peeking. He first looks for the punter, the direction. Then he's going to catch the gunners on the outside. These guys going to check the ball again, then check coverage one more time. I don't know how he does it all, but he does it well.
Peterson will field it on the 19 and nowhere to go, hemmed in.
It's a great punt.
And Danny McCray, who was injured before, was right in there on special teams after the 42-yard punt.
Today's game is sponsored by Pizza Hut's new Big Dinner Box. Get all your favorites in one epic box.
Well, Patrick Peterson, he's phenomenal even when he doesn't return the football for touchdowns. Just look, watch his eyes. We told you about his plan. He's going to locate the punt. He's going to check the gunners. Now he's going to check the ball again. Now he's going to check coverage again. One more time to the ball. That's hard to do, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to catch a punt, let alone looking 5 times back and forth.
And it's hard to return 4 punts for touchdowns, all 80 or more yards. So here are the Cardinals, first down at the 20 in a tie game. Beanie Wells going outside and then cutting upfield. Tripped up after picking up 5, and we may have a holding penalty against Arizona. Mike Jenkins making the tackle.
There is no foul for tripping. He did not make contact. Second down.
It was tripping that was at issue, not holding. So it'll be a 5-yard gain for Wells. 2nd and 5.
There's a hold in there too. I promise you, I saw it. But
I thought I saw it too.
A defensive player will tell you there's holding on every play. It's just when they decide to call it.
I agree with you. 2nd down and 5. Fitzgerald to the top of your picture, and Newman is defending him closely. Cobb in trouble. And does well to get rid of it with Orlando Scandrick on his back. Terry Bradshaw has a game break. Let's go to Terry now.
All right, Dick Stockton, big game. Eli Manning, 5-play, 71-yard drive, capped off by this 4-yard touchdown pass to Hakeem Nick. 28-24, Green Bay by 4 over the New York Giants. Now back to Dick Stockton, and how about those Broncos, John Lynch?
How about him, TB? Tim Tebow continues to win football games. That's all he does.
35-32 over the Vikings. Jay Ratliff, who was out, now back at nose tackle on 3rd down and 5. Cobb's pass, and it's caught by Larry Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald with a first down, and another flag goes down. This one at the 30-yard line. Fitzgerald is tackled at the 39. So 14 yards pending the call.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 25, defense. That penalty is declined. Play results in a first down.
So Frank Walker, the dime back holding, declined, first down.
There's Frank Walker right in the slot. Didn't matter though. First down pickup by Larry Fitzgerald and the Arizona Cardinals. Kevin Cobb really has found his rhythm, putting together a nice day.
He is 12 of 19 for 152 yards. And the holding was against Roberts. Fitzgerald with his 4th catch of the game. First down, and here is Beanie Wells, nothing doing. And Kenyon Coleman leads the charge. Picked up 1.
Rob Ryan told us, I asked him, said, tell me about Kenyon Coleman. He said, better run the other side. You aren't running on Kenyon. He's a big, strong hombre, and he shows it right there.
He had a lot of bravado, didn't he, Rob? I mean,
he's a beaut.
He's a beaut, yeah.
He is a great personality, but a great coach to match. If you're just the personality, it doesn't matter. He's got it all.
Yep.
He's a good coach. He'll be a head coach someday.
They never get tired of hearing him. You know, he changes the tune so much. 2nd down and 9. Cobb in trouble. And will be wrestled down by Anthony Spencer. And that will be a sack, 5th of the game, 5 on each side. Sean Lee really started it all by getting close to Cobb, and a loss of 2.
Talked about Sean Lee. He's going to blitz on through on the inside. Kevin Cobb does a nice job of escaping. And Anthony Spencer and the Cowboys get there eventually, setting up a big 3rd and 11.
10 sacks in the game, 5 for each side. You see the blue shirts and the red shirts in the crowd today. 3rd and long. And False start will make it 3rd down and 16.
False start, number 71, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Darren College, the left guard.
College in here at the left guard position. Just a little bit early. You got DeMarcus Ware on your side. It'd make you jump early as well.
3rd and 16. They've got to get it practically to midfield. Cobb's pass. And it's caught at the 45 by Rob Hausler. And the Cowboys were there in a hurry to make sure he wouldn't get 5 more yards for the 1st down. Abram Elam making the stop after the pickup of 13, and the Cardinals will have to punt.
Look, the Cowboys did their job there, but so did Kevin Cobb, because he didn't pick up the 1st down, but you just flipped field position. And provided you get a good punt here, you're going to have the Cowboys backed up. Nice job by Kevin Cobb.
You're right. And, of course, the old adage, it's not the end of the world to have to punt.
That's right. Sometimes punting's okay, particularly when your defense is playing the way they're playing.
Zastadil will kick it away, and Des Bryant is back deep for Dallas. And a good punt, and this one sailing into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys will take it out at the 20-yard line when we come back. Tie game, 4th quarter. At 13, Cardinals took a 3-0 lead. Cowboys tied it with a field goal, and Romo hit Des Bryant. And a 7-point lead at intermission, and a field goal and a touchdown. And we're tied at 13. DeMarco Murray, who has gained 33 yards, but this is a pass attempt. And it's ruled incomplete. And A.J. Jefferson doing a good job on Laurent Robinson. And the Cardinals defense, and you talked about how they've been a lot better the last 4 games, John.
Well, they've really improved. I mean, this was a new defense, a lot of young players without the luxury of an offseason. And it started off rough. Remember, Cam Newton in the opener torched them, but it's gotten really good. And 3rd down's been the key, as it has today. Cowboys only 2 of 9 on 3rd down today. This Cardinals defense is for real.
2nd and 10. Romo flushed out of the pocket again. And trying to get it to Laurent Robinson, who makes a great catch. And this time he beat A.J. Jefferson, and a gain of 27 yards. Super play by the super sub with Miles Austin out of there.
We talked about Tony Romo's ability to extend plays, but watch Laurent Robinson. This is the understanding that Tony Romo talked about. Your quarterback extends the play, turn up field. Tony Romo sees that, throws it to Robinson, who brings it in. Nice job by this connection, Romo to Robinson, that's been so productive of late.
Former Ram was picked up from San Diego. Norv Turner made the suggestion to Jason Garrett. Glad that he did. Here's DeMarco Murray. And Murray carries it into Cardinal territory to the 48. A.J. Jefferson makes the tackle, picking up 5.
Yeah, relationships, you never know when they're going to pay off. Jason Garrett played for Norv Turner. Norv Turner was the coordinator during the Super Bowl years, and they played in preseason. Norv said, Jason, I'm going to have to cut a real good receiver. Jason kept an eye on it, and they picked up Laurent Robinson. And it has been a huge acquisition for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they did let go a good receiver. 2nd and 5. Romo with a fake one way, going down the sideline, and no flags are down as Patrick Peterson and Des Bryant go at it, and both going after the football, apparently.
Patrick Peterson, the 2nd half, he's been awesome. And watch out, National Football League. But Patrick Peterson, one thing he will learn, they don't call offensive pass interference in the National Football League. I learned that. You touch them on defense, they'll call it. They aren't calling it on offense.
You're not bitter about that now, are you?
A lot comes out 4 years later.
They're down in 5. Pressure on Romo. And the pass is caught by Phillips. And Richard Marshall with a big defensive play prevents the first down.
We've talked about it throughout the course of the game. Tackling in space. What a job by Richard Marshall. I think the second time today he's made a tackle just short of the line to gain. That's big-time football right there.
Yeah, especially in the fourth quarter with under 4.5 to go. That would have been huge, knowing that a field goal could put Dallas in front. Instead, Matt McBriar will be kicking to Patrick Peterson. Nearly 4 minutes to go in what has been a game that you expect between these two teams here in Arizona. And the Cowboys will down it inside the 5, and it's Alan Ball right on the ball with under 4 minutes to go. Joe DeCamillis, special teams working big here.
Talking to Joe DeCamillis down on the field before the game, he said our punter's got to punt great today, and he sure has. Matt McBriar, possibly the MVP of the day. One punt return for 1 yard today for Patrick Peterson. Everything else has been a fair catch. Now he pins them back on their 5. Matt McBriar, Joe DeCamillis, great job by special teams for the Cowboys.
And the Cardinals, for the 4th time today, are starting inside their 15-yard line. Well inside here. They're on the 5. See what Kevin Cobb does here with 3:59 on the clock. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left for Cobb. On the slant, low pass to Stevens Howlett. And Fox's football coverage doesn't end when the games are over. Afterwards, stick around for the OT. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy bring you extended highlights, expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a look ahead to next week's action. America's #1 post-game show, the OT, presented by Lowe's, is coming up after the game, only on Fox. 2nd and 10 from the 5. Here's Beanie Wells with a burst, and he can't get to the 10 as Sean Lee and Brady James stop him after a pickup of 4. Well, now what do you do on 3rd and 6 in your own territory, deep?
I'd throw to Larry Fitzgerald. But the problem is the Cowboys are thinking that too. But this is all about pressure right here. DeMarcus Ware on the sidelines again. Going to have to come from somebody else.
3rd and 6. Otherwise, you may see good field position for the Cowboys if the Cardinals have to punt. Big play. Cobb chased from behind. Throws it. It's caught. And no, incomplete. Early Doucette. Body shielded us, and he could not hold on to the ball, and that would have been a key first down. Instead, the Cardinals will have to kick it away.
Well, early Doucette, normally sure-handed, have to catch this one. Ooh. You want to beat good football teams, you better make big plays with the game on the line. 3 minutes left. That could be the play that decides this football game.
Kevin Ogletree and Des Bryant are back deep as Dave Zastagil will punt from the end zone. And it's going to Bryant. Bryant at the 40. Gets an opening. Flag is down. Bryant still going inside the 30. And Bryant getting inside the 25. But 2 penalty flags are down upfield at the 40. And this one should be called back. That was a 35-yard return by Des Bryant. But the penalty will be against the Cowboys.
During their return, illegal block in the back, number 32 of the return team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Orlando Scandrick right here.
There it is, and it's pretty simple. He runs into him. And Michael Adams does a nice job. I don't know what Scandrick can do. He's running right behind. Adams puts on the brakes. But that's why you play hard on special teams. Michael Adams, he's got 2 out of Skandrick here today.
He went over to the official screaming. He says, I already threw the flag. What do you think is down on the field?
That's why they threw 2.
Get Adams off their backs. So the Cowboys will start from their 32. They have 2 timeouts left, 2:54 on the clock in a tie game. Felix Jones is the running back on first down. Sending everybody. And a catch is made by Jesse Holley. Does not get out of bounds, but a first down at the 45 with Jefferson on the coverage. 13-yard gain.
You talk about filling big shoes. Des Bryant on the sidelines because he's tired, because he just took a long punt back. Jesse Holley, next man up, comes in, makes a big catch with the game on the line. That's the difference between winning and losing in this league.
Second catch for Holly John for 31 yards. First down at the 45 of Dallas. Romo. And he completes the pass to Jason Witten, but Darrell Washington doesn't let him get anywhere, and no gain on the play, and we're down to the 2-minute warning here in Glendale. It's all tied at 13.
Please reset the clock.
What a grueling defensive battle we've seen, John Lynch, and you would know about great defensive performances today for both of these teams.
Been well played defensive football, keeping these offenses in check, particularly this Dallas Cowboys one. This Arizona defense has been up to the task. Let's see if they can continue.
Second down and 11. 1:59 to go. Romo completes the pass, a yard short of the first down. Kevin Ogletree tackled by Michael Adams immediately. 3rd and 1. They hurry up. And the quarterback sneak. And the push appears to be enough for the first down.
Romo pulls one out of the Tom Brady playbook. How often have you seen that? When it's 3rd and 1, you hustle up to the line of scrimmage before they can get set, and you get the easy first down. Great job by Tony Romo. Good awareness.
Jason Garrett, who won the game on a field goal Thanksgiving against Miami. A field goal will put them in front here. Here's Walt Coleman.
The previous play will be reviewed.
So a booth review, anything under, of course, 2 minutes in the half or in the game, is reviewed by the booth. No challenges.
I don't know how they're going to see Tony Romo. He was in the midst of a massive humanity. All those big boys in the trenches.
Well, they're going to review the call on the field. They should say that it was a first down. That was the call on the field. Tony Romo went up to the line, and a quarterback sneak at 3rd and 1 appeared to have a first down. Then they had a booth review, and Walt Coleman telling us that the ruling on the field stands, that it is a first down for the Cowboys. 1:15 on the clock, first down.
The ruling on the field stands.
And the ball at the 45 of Arizona. Cowboys have 2 timeouts, and the Cardinals have all 3 left. Penalty and a false start against Dallas.
False start, number 64, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Montre Holland, the left guard.
Football coaches will always tell you, you got to hold your water. Arizona showing pressure, And you flinch just a little bit and they get you. Every yard important.
Especially here when a field goal could give you the lead, John. They're at midfield now, first down and 15.
So in pressure again, one-on-ones outside.
Come on.
Here they come, picked up nicely, and the pass is incomplete. Well, the Cardinals' aggressiveness in sending a lot of people evident here in the second half.
And they're doing a great job of sometimes sending the numbers, sending the pressure, other times showing the pressure and dropping out, only rushing 3. Ray Horton really keeping Tony Romo off balance.
And what Ray Horton and the Cardinals need to do is not allow the big play that could get the Cowboys into immediate field goal range. Second down and 15. Season's high, 5 sacks, and the most times that Romo has gone down this year. And the Cardinals indicating that the Cowboys, delay of the game. You wonder if they're getting too cute up there, John. Another 5 yards.
You could see Romo audibilize him and say, give me the ball, to his center, Phil Costa. He doesn't get it quick enough.
Now it's 2nd and 20, and the ball is back in Cowboy territory at the 45. Romo backpedaling. And the pass is complete to Des Bryant, and Peterson on the tackle to the 46. Darrell Washington came in, and Dan Bailey, who missed a 53-yarder but connected on a 37-yard field goal. His season's long is 51. They're well out of that range right now on 3rd and 11. Huge play here. And the pass is caught by Des Bryant. And a first down, the big play of the game, perhaps for Dallas. Picking up 14. 15 seconds to go and 2 timeouts left for the Cowboys. And they clock it with 7 seconds left. It'd be a 48-yard field goal right now for Bailey.
And talk about playing at your best at the moment of truth. Tony Romo delivers a strike where only Des Bryant can catch it, low and away. What a throw by Tony Romo at the biggest point in the game. Great catch by Des Bryant.
But what a battle between Peterson and Des Bryant all day, John. Bryant with 8 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown, but none bigger than that. And now they're going to try to win it.
And remember, Calais Campbell has blocked 3 field goals this year.
And the kick will not count. A timeout was called by Arizona, apparently, before the kick.
Team timeout. Dallas.
It's Dallas calling the timeout. So Bailey, with a 49-yard attempt, gets the kick off. Did not know that his coach was calling a timeout here. And we'll have to come and do it again. But a great point about Calais Campbell and his ability to block kicks. Here it is again with 7 seconds left in regulation. No good. So Bailey, who kicked a successful 49-yarder, only to have the timeout by Jason Garrett force him to do it again, misses in his next attempt with 2 seconds to go.
See, Bailey just misses it. This is his second and only had missed 1. But misses his second one of the day, short for Dan Bailey and the Dallas Cowboys. Look at this surge up front. Calais Campbell didn't block it, but he sure made Dan Bailey feel his presence.
So normally the defensive team calls the timeout to ice you, and in effect the timeout by the Cowboys might have iced their own kicker, but who knew? And that will force overtime here in Arizona as regulation ends with the score tied 13-13. We haven't seen that often, have we?
No, I mean, usually it's that defensive coach getting down there. I don't know what the thinking was if the second clock was running out, but Jason Garrett calls the timeout, and it ended up costing the Dallas Cowboys.
So we go to overtime. And the Dallas Cowboys 2 weeks ago beat the Washington Redskins in overtime and then defeated Miami on a field goal on the last play of the game. Nearly won it here on the last play of the game, but now going into overtime. And Dallas has had a habit of winning the close ones now as opposed to early in the year. And even Arizona winning the close ones.
Here's that timeout. Doesn't really call it real assuredly. It's almost like, I don't know if I want this, and then he does call it though. And it results going to overtime for the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys.
So we'll have the coin toss again.
We'll play a 15-minute overtime period. The first team who scores wins. The timing will be just like the fourth quarter. Replay will be handled up in the booth. Each team has 2 timeouts. Dallas is the visiting team. They'll get to call the coin.
Tails.
Heads and tails, they call tails. It is a heads. Arizona will receive.
Arizona Cardinals will get the ball when we start overtime in just a moment. Ready for the start of overtime, and it's the 4th time in 20 games under Jason Garrett that the Cowboys have played overtime. They've won the first 3. And Dan Bailey will be kicking off to LaRod Stevens Howling to get the 15-minute extra session underway. First team that scores wins. What a strange ending to regulation.
It was a strange ending. A very strange ending, but here we are, and Jason Garrett has been preaching to his guys all year long. Keep playing and good things will happen. Well, they've got to keep playing to be sure.
And this kick into the end zone, and will be taken out of the 20 by the Cardinals. So Kevin Cobb, who is 13 of 22 in the game, 165 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, and here's how the end was.
Here's the sidelines. Joe DeCamillis and Chris Bonio, the kicking coach, tell Jason Garrett, for whatever reason, that, you know, the second clock was going down, but they had enough time to get it off. For whatever reason, they called timeout, and it turns out biting them.
First kick from 49 was good. Then he had to do it again and hooked it. So now the Cardinals. Beanie Wells, 63 yards rushing. Larry Fitzgerald, 4 catches for 55 yards. Roberts on the slant and gets the first down. Andre Roberts tackled by Elam, picking up 15. Roberts has made some big plays today.
He has. He's come up big. You need somebody to emerge opposite of Larry Fitzgerald. They haven't had it for a long time. Andre Roberts saying, I want to be that guy.
5 catches today, leads the team with 66 yards, including a 40-yard play. First down at the 34. Big handoff to Wells. Cobb can't find anyone. Flag is down. And this pass is incomplete, not controlled by Hausler. And there's a penalty flag behind the line.
Holding, number 71. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Former Packer Darren College holding on the play.
And we saw in the last series of the game what penalties can do. Remember, the Cowboys had 2 penalties that made getting in field goal position even tougher. Now the penalty on College. takes them back 10 yards. Penalties will kill you.
Ken Wisenhunt's Cardinals trying to make it 4 out of 5. Won their opener, then lost 6 in a row. Cowboys looking for their 5th straight win.
Remember DeMarcus Ware on the sidelines with an apparent neck injury.
1st and 20. Here's Wells. And a good play made by Scandrick. 1-yard gain. Cardinals have won 4 of the last 5 here against the Cowboys. They won the last 2 in overtime. They've always played the Cowboys tough. And Dallas coming into this game with a 1-game lead over the Giants in the NFC East. And they got a tight one going there at the Meadowlands with Green Bay leading by 1.
And the Dallas Cowboys would sure love to have this guy, DeMarcus Ware, on the field. He's not there. Other people have to rise up in his absence.
Victor Butler, number 57, in his position. 2nd and 19. Cobb's pass, and Roberts wasn't looking, but we have a flag down and a hold called against Dallas.
It's either hold, pass interference. It's on Terrence Newman.
And it will be an automatic first down.
Number 41, defense. Ball being placed in the spot of the foul.
Costly play when they had long yardage here.
Well, Kevin Cobb starting to show a little trust in Andre Roberts. He's earned the trust. And Terrence Newman, he hooks him with that left arm. Kevin Cobb sees it, and he gets it.
So they had him in long yardage. And instead, the penalty giving the Cardinals a first down. DeMarcus Ware back in the lineup, number 94 on first down. Here is Beanie Wells. And Wells, who has a touchdown today, but has not been able to spring anything for long, is tackled by Brady James after a big gain of about 2.5.
I tell you what, Dick, they had a little miscommunication there. The Cowboys did. They've been doubling Larry Fitzgerald this entire series. They left him, Terrence Newman, with no safety help on Larry Fitzgerald. And the Cardinals ran the ball. Larry Fitzgerald saying, please give me the ball.
2nd and 7. Cobb on the rollout. And the pass is caught into Cowboy territory by Andre Roberts. Good catch with Terrence Newman all over him and picking up 16.
Well, we've been talking about it. Andre Roberts really emerging, and he's taking it to Terrence Newman. What a great throw by Cobb. Great concentration by Andre Roberts. He's made the plays that have kept the Cardinals in this game.
No question about it, John. Andre Roberts' second 100-yard game. His first was also against Dallas last year. 1st and 10 at the 47 of the Cowboys. False start, this time against Arizona.
False start, number 75, offense, 5-yard penalty.
And it's Levi Brown, the left tackle.
Levi Brown. Right there. These penalties keep hurting these teams. Getting close. Now, Jay Feely told me in pregame warmups, in this stadium, he feels comfortable from 55 yards. You got to get to the 38-yard line. That's the mark they need to at least get to.
You ask him if the roof was on or off. First down and 15 on the 48 of Arizona. And this pass caught by Stevens howling down the sideline. Stevens howling with a fake inside the 15, and he scores. Wow. yards to win it for the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's look at this play. Anthony Spencer should have sacked Kevin Cobb. Cobb does a great job eluding him, and Stevens Howling does the rest. The kick returner makes like he's going on a kick return on the screen pass, runs right through the Cowboys defense, and the Arizona Cardinals shock the Dallas Cowboys.
Arizona defeats Dallas 19-13. We'll be back in Glendale after this.